There is a folklore of Maharashtra in southern regions. It is said that this book was written by Yakshini herself. But for some reason Karen Avishayakshini cursed it, saying that whoever reads it, if he does so with bad intentions, will die, and whoever leaves it unfinished, he will lose his mental balance. Will lose. Do you still want to find that book after learning so much information? Maybe you will find something that will help you in your search for Nilavanti. This is the story of a 5-year-old girl who always looks different from other kids her age. He knew the language of animals. Snakes, scorpions, and mongooses informed him of treasures hidden in places that were hidden from human sight. The name of this girl was Nilavanti. As Nilavanti started growing up, the strange incidents happening with her started increasing even more. Every night, different types of ghosts used to communicate with him and used to tell him the things that would happen in the future. Nilavanti used to be surrounded by ghosts and spirits during the day who used to whisper something or other in her ears all the time. Then one night Nilavanti was told in a dream that she was a Yakshini, and that is why she was born with these wonderful abilities, in which various types of mantras and the act of sacrificing animals were included. Nilavanti used to write all these mantras and actions in her book, in which she used to write about all the teachings taught to her since childhood. One day Nilavanti was again told by a divine voice that tonight Nilavanti would have to sacrifice an animal, and she would find a corpse in the river near the tree on the riverbank, on whose waist a special thread would be found in the knots of the cloth, that by some secret mantras will be invited, and with his help Nilavanti will be able to go to her world today in the form of a Yakshini. Nilavanti was ready to go to her world that night. As soon as it got dark in the night, Nilavanti started going towards the tree. But some people of the village saw it and decided to follow Nilavanti. They saw Nilavanti sacrificing an animal. The villagers, filled with extreme anger, all decided to kill Nilavanti. But first her husband Kavaha was called. The villagers had taken her husband to the river. Nilavanti was trying to untie the knots tied around the waist of Lus in the water of the river with her mouth. The villagers thought that Nilavanti was eating the dead body. The people of the village attacked Nilavanti, but only then they saw what they saw. Her husband, who was thought to be a businessman, was in fact a vampire worse than Nilavanti. He took Nilavanti and fled to the forest. He knew from day one that Nilavanti was a Yakshini, and the only goal of being with her was that he wanted to get the book of Nilavanti, the vampire, in which Nilavanti had written her life. The song was written for all the education. Lilavati killed the vampire because she knew what he wanted to do, so she cursed his book, promising death to whoever read it. And whoever read it the wrong way, if you read it, it will hurt. If he tries to reach, he will go mad. But all the claims of the existence of this original Nilavanti Granth on the internet have been proved to be false in our research.